Fontaine, Marilyn here, and I just want to talk about some health and herb teas. This is going to be part of the natural health series that I've been meaning to talk about. And stay tuned at the end of this video. I'm going to have a special announcement to make. So what I tend to do, I go to Bricks and Whole Foods. So I go to a Whole Food shop, and I like to buy my herbal teas by the ounce. So you can get herbal teas like chamomile, nettle for as little as 34 pence to £1 an ounce. So if you think about nettle tea, this is nettle tea, and it's really good for the liver cleansing. I just use old jars because you weigh it old school, and you actually take it to the counter and they total it up for you and you pay. But when I get home, I transfer it into old jars. So I think it's a couple of ounces of nettle tea, and this is probably about 60 pence. Now, this is pure nettle tea. I only need a little bit to actually make some tea. And I probably paid 60 pence. How much would I pay for a pre-packaged tea? This is chamomile. I think this is more expensive. It's like £1 for the ounce, but you can see the chamomile leaves. Let me just take these out and show you. So I should have really used a spoon. I'm always going on with my students about using your hands to cross, so interesting. This one here, I can't remember what this is. I'm going to have to check what it is. I think I've left this in its bag, and it should tell me, and I'll explain what this is. What this is for. Okay, so this is actually, wow, this is red raspberry. So this is good as a uterine strengthener. So it's very good for the uterus, good for period pains, heavy menstruation, balancing the female hormones. So look how much I have, and I think that must have been like £1.50 or something for all this. I mean, it's so full I can't bother to take it away. We've got here rose petals. I tend to use this. I split it up. It's a bit more expensive. It's £1 and something per ounce, but I tend to make a tea, which I'm going to show you. I've got some rose hip, high in vitamin C, really high in vitamin C if you make this into a tea. And those of you who are anemic can take in iron. It's good to have some rose hip tea because the vitamin C will help you absorb the iron. Again, the rose petals, I make a tea as well. So I'm going to make a womb tea, I think. So I'm going to make raspberry with rose petals because I like the smooth taste of the rose petals. And I'm going to use some, what's this called again? Did I say rose hip? Now, normally I get nettle from my garden for the iron. Not nettle, oh God, what's it called? Dandelion leaves, which is good. This is shepherd's purse. Good for, again, for any heavy bleeding. I went for a stage of being stressed and I was bleeding heavy, so this arrests your bleeding. So obviously you must not use these herbs in place of medical advice, but this is very good. But I would also consult a herbalist. I just know what I'm doing. Yarrow, very good strengthener as well. So I would mix shepherd's purse and yarrow together. That's just me. Please do not just go by what I'm saying. That's why I don't want to go into what they do. Cramp bark, again, if you have, I didn't realize I had this, but if you've got menstruation cramps or any spasmodic cramping, so I could, that's very good to help you with that IBS and all these. I think this is Vitex, and some others. So I've kept these in bags because I think that's Vitex, and I can't remember what the other one is, which I'll probably have to have a look now because otherwise I'll just be a bit lazy. So this one is Vitex. You probably know it has. Oh God, what's it called? Agnes Castus, I can't pronounce. And this one here is Lady's Mantle. So they're all kind of women's kind of teas and stuff. And I've got the nutmegs and other herbs and spices, but this is what I use. This is my teas for me, and basically keeping my womb and myself healthy. Obviously you have to eat the right things, but this is what I tend to do. So we're going to make, just going to show you, I'm just going to make the infamous I Love Tea mug, which I tend to use when I'm filming my Unconventional Pioneer series. So this is, you can get these from any herb shop, and this is how I make my tea. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a pinch, a teaspoon, half a teaspoon of rose hip, rose, and some raspberry leaf. So well, I'm going to have to leave this in here. So there we go. Oh, look at that. Normally I have the tripod. So I'm just going to use my spoon. And this is just a little small video. This isn't a big one. And what I have to announce to everybody, so this is just this much. What I have to announce to everybody is that in our membership site, we're going to have regular herbs, herb classes. I'm in the process of talking to a certified herbalist to see if they can run their courses in our membership site. But we're going to have introduction courses. Also, these herbs will be really, really great. I mean, I really like to purge and help cleanse my womb. So when I'm cleansing my womb, I feel that my pH balance is off. I tend to get my teas, and I don't feel my house feels safe without these things. And again, you shouldn't take this as just, ignoring a doctor's medical advice. You should really go to a doctor if you have any uterine fibroid conditions or things like that. But I would say read up. There's lots of resources that we're going to be talking about on the site. And so I've got 3 different types of teas in here. And I'm just going to add the water. Oh, I said I better hold it. Okay, I'm just going to add the water and let that steep for a few minutes. And when I'm ready to finish, as you can see here, you can add your honeys and whatever you need to add. I'm really trying not to use any sweeteners in my teas. Some people don't like the taste, and the longer you leave this in, the longer it is. But can you see that lovely red colour? I mean, it doesn't know how it comes out, but on rosehip is a beautiful, gives it a beautiful red colour. This video is 8 minutes long. So I'm going to go and have my tea and really enjoy myself. And definitely subscribe and join us. The membership, the basic membership is £15 a month, but you will get your Moon Circle plus free access to all these videos, which are not going to be solely on YouTube. They're going to be more in this membership site, because some of them are going to be just as crazy like this, but very informative. Imagine what you've just learnt in 8 minutes. Marilyn Fontaine signing off.